Hello there guys and girls, this is Russian Professor Rome 2 tournament match. It's going to be round 1 of blue tournament. Best of 1 again. Match between Danko playing as Boy. Danko is from TWR clan. And Imperator Romanorum playing as Rome, of course. This is the battle of Tur. So quite an interesting terrain on this map. You can see lots of forested areas. But yeah, I don't really like this map too much though. Look at where they spawn as well. Anyway, Danko at the moment, he's playing using a touchpad. So it's going to be really hard for him to micro. But I wonder how he's going to be able to do against Imperator Romanorum right now. Because Imperator Romanorum, he's not a top player, but he is pretty good. That is for sure. He's quite decent. Anyway, Danko up front, he has a lot of Levy Freemen. Basically, he seems to have 5 Levy Freemen. And that's not a bad choice at all. Then we see a lot of sword followers probably. Let's see. Probably 6. 1, 2. Where are the sword followers? 3, 4, 5. Is it 5 sword followers? Are you kidding me? Not 6? Okay, let me look over the build again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sword followers. Wait, 4? No, can't be. But he does have 5 heavy horse, and that's really good. And he does have 2 skirmishers. It's just 2 Celtic skirmishers. So it does seem like he has 1 Celtic warrior in each flank. Means that he's got 2 in total. He only has 4 sword followers. This is a very peculiar choice. I thought you'd bring 6 as Boy, but I guess not. And he has 2 Oathsworns. But he is within the max 8 of the same unit type, so I guess he would have brought 6 sword followers otherwise, but he decided to go like this instead. And again, Oathsworn General is strategist. So again, the build is pretty good, just peculiar that it's not 6 sword followers and 2 Oathsworn instead of 4 sword followers, 2 Oathsworn, and 2 Celtic warriors. But quite an interesting choice by him, for sure. It does allow him to get more Levy Freemen, get the skirmishers, and the heavy horse, though. So we'll see what Imperator Romanorum has. Danko is going to end up scouting Imperator Romanorum's build. Ooh, he's getting his heavy horse shot, though. Oh, the volleys it's taking. So yeah, I'm gonna put it over into slow motion right now. Danko charging in his heavy horse here is allowing me to see the build, but unfortunately I can't see both perspectives, like from replays. It is quite unfortunate. So I wanted to see the army from beforehand. Anyway, we see General and Bodyguard. He is Caesar. We also have much cavalry on the field. 2 legionary cav on the left flank. We also see legionary cav on the right flank as well. He is actually using wedge on this one, so that's quite weird. So wait, is it 2 legionary cavalry? No, it's 1 legionary cavalry, right? Yeah, here and 2 here, so 3 in total it seems. Perhaps he has another one here or somewhere, because I'm pretty sure he had 2 cav there. Anyway, his front line, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 armored legionaries. Really tough units. He has an eagle cohort with a veteran legionary in the center, very interesting. He does have some vigiles too. He has, I believe, 2 of them up front, just to soak up missiles and javelins and so on and so forth. Then he has an auxiliary infantry all the way in the back. 2, or is it 1? Just 1 Syrian archer. Maybe just 1 Syrian archer. But again, quite an interesting choice to bring 6 armored legionaries. I mean, of course they will do really well. Oh, this heavy horse, well, it's just basically gonna be wasted for Danko here. Not quite sure why he did this. Perhaps he wasn't fast enough with the touchpad. I suppose that could be one thing. Because again, guys, he's playing with a touchpad as he doesn't have a mouse at the moment. So we'll see the Celtic warriors are going to be charging, and on this flank. This is where Danko will try to engage. Now he's gonna pull back his forces here. Ooh, the Levy Freeman throwing jabs into the rear of Vigiles. Again, he's gonna be able to micro them away from here. But surprisingly good micro by Danko though, with touchpad. I'm very, very surprised so far. So we've got Levy Freeman, Celtic Warrior, and Sword Followers moving over here. Heavy Horse also starting to flank around for Danko. He has some in the center too. And these Levy Freemen will trade well against Vigiles, and Danko is going for the engagement. Vigiles will lose to Levy Freemen, so that's going to be quite good. Well, especially if they get a charge. Well, if they get a charge, basically. They will win against Vigiles. Otherwise, they won't, I think. Especially in this situation, the Levy Freeman will win for sure against the Vigiles. Now, we also have an engagement over here. The Sword Followers engaging the Armored Legionaries and getting... They have slight downhill advantage. Maybe. No, I think it's... The terrain is quite even, but they should do really well against the Armored Legionaries. And oh my goodness, they're doing so well against the Armored Legionaries. Yeah, Armored Legionaries, cool unit, but I'm not sure if I would actually bring them. Bring Veteran Legionaries instead, or Evocatis. Celtic Warriors rear charging auxiliary infantry, really good, but this does open them up to rear charge by Legionary Cavalry. Engagement starting over here with the Levy Freemen, again destroying the Vigiles, and Sword Followers here, fighting against 2 Armored Legionaries and still getting some kills, so that's very impressive. These Sword Followers here killing Armored Legionaries again. This flank will definitely go to Danko, I feel. See, he's got the Levy Freemen, the Celtic Warriors here, and 2 Heavy Horse. Definitely better than these 3 Roman units, for sure. And Heavy Horse will get frontal charges off into the Armored Legionaries, losing a lot of men though. This is going to allow the boy to rush through though into the Armored Legionaries and do very, very well. Can't really see what's going on over here. Sword Followers are starting to die very quickly though to 2 Armored Legionaries as expected. Armored Legionaries over here losing, but Legionary Cav is starting to die to Levy Freeman. Nice micro here by Danko chasing the Cav with the Levy Freeman. Here Heavy Horse will kill the Legionary Cav, especially with Levy Freeman support. Celtic Skirmishers starting to dish out the damage against Armored Legionaries, but not the best angle, of course. Veteran Legionaries here engaging. Finally, the Oathsworn General though is going to do very, very well against the Armored Legionaries. Nice pullback here with the Sword Followers by Danko as well. Wow, is he microing with a touchpad, really? Because it doesn't look like it. So yeah, he's got a Heavy Horse around on his right flank. Legionary Cavalry over here. Definitely gonna die to Heavy Horse and Levy Freeman. Celtic Warriors starting to waver though for Danko, and Heavy Horse here mauling the Legionary Cavalry. Auxiliary Infantry will die to Celtic Warriors, no problem. We see that Ballerin is used on Sword Followers actually, not on his Oathsworn General. Peculiar choice. I think he should have used Valorism on his Oathsworn General, and he needs to start making his Oathsworn fresh, because that's going to be important. There we go, we see Second Wind pop onto his Oathsworn General. Now it's fresh, it should do much better in melee. Gonna have some nice charges by the Heavy Horse though, and it's gonna stop the Syrian archers from dishing out the damage that they have been doing, because they've been doing a lot of damage onto the Boyai's troops. General and Bodyguard here chasing the Celtic Skirmishers, but this is a risky maneuver by Rome. General will die here for sure, I think. Getting focused by Celtic Skirmishers, and even if he kills them, oh, he's gonna pull out, and he does get chased by Heavy Horse and caught, so the Legatus here, or General and Bodyguard, will definitely die for Rome. Of course, the Armored Legionaries here, what are they actually doing? They're fighting, but Sword Followers crushing through them. Again, Syrian archers here got caught by the Heavy Horse, so the Heavy Horse will kill them. Eagle cohorts, once these guys rout, there's not going to be much aura left for Rome, but quite interesting to see the Eagle cohorts anyway. Don't normally see those guys. And Armored Legionaries here not looking too good, they're getting shot by Celtic Skirmishers. Again, Armored Legionaries not too cost effective, I would say, but the Oathsworn General here is kind of getting surrounded, so that's not good for Danko at all. And he didn't use Ballerin on his Oathsworn General, so he's not doing too well at all. Sword Followers should start engaging though. So this is basically what happens to the Oathsworn if it gets surrounded and flanked. Like, it dies and becomes very cost ineffective. So that's how you can efficiently neutralize an Ulsorn unit. However, I think Danko at this point has too many units remaining. Again, Armored Legionaries, cool unit I guess, but not sure if I would actually bring them because they're so costly. They're so costly. Auxiliary Infantry here, holding off so many units, so that's good for Imperator, Romanorum, but the Legionaries just didn't do their job besides a few of them. Celtic Skirmishers engaging in melee here. It's quite crazy. We have Heavy Horse coming around, very few Roman units left. Heavy Horse over here. The general is dead for Boy, which is big, and it's gonna mean that the Slavic Freemen and Celtic Warrior will rout off the field, but we have wow, this might actually do something, because this is Levy Freeman over here, and this is a Celtic Skirmisher, but still, Sword Followers here, Heavy Horse on the field here, still Celtic Warriors and extra Sword Followers. This Ulsorn, oh, this is going to be the endgame killer for, I mean, it's just going to destroy Rome, this one Ulsorn. And very nice rear charge here by the Levy Freeman, might actually end up routing this veteran legionary. It should drop its morale fairly significantly, but the game seems like it's not over yet, but Roman general actually is dead too, so both generals are dead. Of course, it's more of a difference for the barbarians, because they don't have discipline trait. Still looking very good for Boy, especially if they can get the heavy horse charges that they need. Rear charge into these armored legionaries should do a lot of damage. They lose a few men on the charge now, so that's not good for Rome. Veteran legionaries here dying to Ulsorns and heavy horse, so, and they're gonna get, I mean, the grinding fight is going to go in Boy's favor. Armored legionaries here engaging the sword followers nicely though. Sword followers in shield wall, but they're not gonna do too well against the armored legionaries here. The armored legionaries might actually win. Well, with a heavy horse rear charging, could change things around if it continues rear charging, because look at the heavy horse starting to get a lot of kills onto the armored legionaries. Celtic skirmishers though wavering also with the heavy horse here. Sword followers still in the game. This is becoming a really close game all of a sudden, and these armored legionaries are tanking it out. This is exactly what they do with their 95 armor. They can tank out a lot, but they don't really, I mean, they're not really as strong as you would expect though for their price. Not as efficient. So look at this heavy horse rear charging those two armored legionaries. It should seal the deal though if he keeps doing it again and again. This Ulsorn could be the hero here for Boy, as it should deal well with the armored legionaries, and look at them, they are wavering. With the rear charge from the heavy horse, they should be routed off the field, but actually unnecessary, as they're just gonna be routed now. So finally it should be in Boy's favor, especially with the rear. Okay, this should be the last rear charge necessary to break these units. There we go, that one is in red morale. It's gonna start routing. This one is in red morale too. Army losses, and this should be it, and Boy should be the winner here. And Danko is going to advance to the next round. So again, interesting game. Levy Freeman getting a lot of kills. They've been super effective this game. But again, he couldn't bring the 6 sword followers, and the Celtic Warriors actually did surprisingly well this game. Armored legionaries, yeah, got a lot of kills, and nice job against the Ulsorns, but still, I wouldn't bring armored legionaries, but they might be good in this situation where there's max 8 of the same unit type. Not quite sure. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video. I'll see you next time.